This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. Well, Wisconsin will soon raise wages for workers providing care to the elderly and people with disabilities.
That's following an executive order by Governor Tony Evers. Our Ellie LaLiberte joins us now with more on what that will mean for those employees. Ellie?
That executive order directs the State Department of Health Services to spend the already allocated $258 million towards 3 different Medicaid programs. That includes family care partnership, and all-inclusive care for the elderly. DHS estimates that it will give a 15% increase to home care services and a 40% increase to services provided at residential facilities. This money could also help attract and retain workers, as well as help facilities adjust to inflation. The Wisconsin Assisted Living Association represents 1,600 facilities across the state, and the CEO says this is needed.
They're very excited. You know, there has been some prospects of if we don't get this funding, or if, you know, as the costs continue to increase, and if the funding does not increase with that, there could be potentially some closures all across the state.
Governor Evers also says these funds are critical, saying, quote, "Our healthcare workers have faced significant challenges these past few years, and these investments will go a long way towards helping make sure workers receive the support and fair compensation they deserve." He also noted that there is still more work to be done. The executive order will add Wisconsin to a list of 20 other states that have a minimum fee for these workers, and it will go into effect October 1st.
Ellie, thank you. An Illinois man is dead after a crash with a semi. It happened on State Highway 69 southbound near the New Glarus Brewing Company. Investigators learned the semi was waiting for traffic to pass before making a left turn, and that's when a pickup truck rear-ended the semi. They also found the driver of the pickup was not wearing a seatbelt, though the airbags were deployed. Responders attempted life-saving measures, but the driver died at the scene. The driver of the semi was not injured.
Well, let's get a look at your first warm forecast right now. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington out on the patio, and yeah, it looks like he
it's Friday.
A little
it's
bit.
A hot one.
It's a hot Friday.
It is. It is a warm Friday when you combine Friday and Saturdays tomorrow. So you got Friday, right? It is a little bit on the warm side out here right now. Upper 80s, that dew point 68. Remember, when it's close to 70, that's that tropical feeling. As we look at our Capital Skycam, we have a couple spider friends in our Capital Skycam, and they're probably pretty warm in that web. With winds north at 6, that's really negligible, meaning calm. It feels like summer across southern Wisconsin right now. Let's plan the rest of our evening. A summer-like evening, pretty nice overall. Sunny skies, then sun will set. We'll have clear skies, temperatures going down into the upper 60s. Don't be surprised to have a little bit of patchy fog to start your Saturday. Highs going up to 87. We'll burn that fog off very quickly. It will be a humid day. Sunday will also be a humid day with late day storms coming up in Maine weather. I'm going to talk about when we can expect the humidity levels to really drop and what helps us transition from the warm temperatures to the cold temperatures. We got a weather system to talk about.
Alex, thank you. A woman accused of poisoning her husband will spend the next 3 years in state prison. 51-year-old Amanda Chapin, formerly of Monroe, was charged with first-degree attempted homicide. It stems from the poisoning of her husband, Gary Chapin, in 2022 that sent him into a coma. Earlier this summer, Chapin pleaded no contest and was found guilty of recklessly endangering safety.
Well, you might be eligible to receive federal rebates for utility upgrades and other energy improvements. It's part of the state's new Home Energy Rebates program. Wisconsin is partnering with the U.S. Department of Energy. Homeowners and renters would receive a free assessment from a licensed auditor to determine what needs to be upgraded and how much they could save. The rebate amounts depend on the tenant's income as well as the specific upgrades that are needed. Rebates of up to $10,000 are available for those making less than 80% of their area median income, or AMI. The maximum rebates go down to $3,000 for higher incomes. Multifamily properties can also receive up to $10,000. The funding comes from nearly $150 million provided to Wisconsin through the Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed and signed in 2022.
Election Day is just a few months away, and Senator Tammy Baldwin is putting up big numbers fundraising. Baldwin has outraised Eric Hovde nearly 7-1 over a 3-week period in the last month. Baldwin reported $2.6 million raised July 1st through the 24th, while Hovde reported just under 400,000. Before July 1st, Hovde gave himself $13 million, which amounts to more than 3/4 of his overall $16.7 million raised.
The Republican National Convention was a winner for some local businesses in Milwaukee and hotels, bringing occupancy up 20% on some days. During the convention, hotel occupancy was up 13%, and Central District businesses saw a jump of nearly 20%. The peak was almost 100% occupancy all across downtown Milwaukee midweek. Mitchell Airport also saw a bump in business with 100 private jets coming through midweek.
The Green Bay Packers, the Department of Energy, and Batteries Plus are announcing a new partnership aimed at increasing battery recycling. The Department of Energy is also giving about $7 million to help with a nationwide report. They want to get the word out that instead of leaving your batteries lying around, Batteries Plus will take them for free.
One is you don't want it to go into the landfill. Number two, people are heightened awareness of safely handling it and to make sure you do that from safe point of view. And then number three, keeping America energy independent. These will stay within the U.S. and be recycled into new products.
You can recycle your old batteries at any Batteries Plus store free of charge.
Safer water could be coming to a few select communities, according to the DNR. The Underserved Drinking Water System grant program will help different community and nonprofit water systems by providing funding to address violations and other issues. Applications are open September 3rd through December 3rd, and there are $1.3 million in grants available.
UW President Jay Rothman is announcing the Wisconsin Tuition Promise for would-be UW students. The program starts fall of next year and is geared towards families earning less than $55,000 annually. Those students will be able to attend one of 11 universities of Wisconsin without paying tuition fees. Roughly 1,300 students are expected to qualify for this last dollar program, meaning it will pay for tuition and fees after federal, state, and private financial aid runs out. It will not cover housing, food, and other attendance costs.
Well, just after the break, a recap of how Team USA is doing in the Olympics so far.
And how athletes manage and play with their injuries.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
After long-standing efforts from Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin, 3 of the 4 biggest pharmaceutical companies say they're going to start capping the prices of their inhalers.
They used to charge families like ours $600 a month for an inhaler, even though they cost less than $5 to make. So Tammy Baldwin fought the drug companies, and she won. Now Hadley's inhaler costs $35, and we're breathing easier.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message. I don't work for the drug companies. I work for you.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Update your floors with no interest for 12 months with Empire today. Getting new floors for your whole house has never been easier. That's no interest for 12 months on carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate, as many rooms as you want. With no interest for 12 months, you can enjoy the floors of your dreams today. Schedule your free in-home estimate at EmpireToday.com and enjoy no interest for 12 months.
800-588-2300
Today.
When did I call Leaf Filter? When I saw my gutters overflowing onto my porch.
Leaf Filter is a permanent gutter solution, so you never have to worry about costly damage from clogged gutters again.
It's the easiest call you can make.
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each. and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
It's the great grill out sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Bacon wrapped sirloins just $2.99. Whole boneless pork loin just $1.98 a pound. Chicken breast just $2.48 a pound. Fresh ground chuck just $3.99 a pound. 8-ounce pork loin butterfly chops or America's chops, 3 for just $4. And our special recipe brats or patties, 8 for just $12. Plus a 16-cent fuel saver. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Well, it is August and it is feeling like it. Well said, Alex, when you said it feels like summer out there. And you're over there tap dancing. You're going to work up a sweat.
I was. There are people in southern Wisconsin that knows that I do tap dance. Maybe one of these days I'll work up the courage to actually doing it. Sometimes. Oh, it's definitely a Friday. I feel it out there. Warm, humid weekend ahead as part of the 3 things you need to know. Cooler next week. So we're going to transition from August to temperatures more like June. That's coming up here in the forecast. And that thunderstorm threat that we're watching on Monday, that's going to transition us from the warm, humid weather to the cooler temperatures as we go on into next week. Now, speaking of rain, there were some very heavy rainfall totals yesterday. Janesville, you were right on the edge of some of those heavier rain showers. This was a rain gauge photo sent to us from David. Thanks, David, from a previous rain event, but I wanted to give David a call out here. You can always scan that QR code too. That links right up to channel3000.com/weather page. And then this is how we get our weather photos. So thanks, David. I know David and some others in Janesville have actually said we could use a little bit of rain in the forecast. It's getting a bit on the dry side, or at least the grass and topsoil is. And that's all because it's been, actually, we've scooted around some of these storms for parts of southern Wisconsin with temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees on a very sunny day. Things are drying out just a little bit across the area, but we do have more rain chances in the forecast. Here in Dane County, also the same temperature, upper 80s, right around 90 degrees. It is a bit on the uncomfortable side when you've got that dew point temperature of 68 degrees near 70. That's that tropical feel out there. We also could use a little bit of heavy rain, I think, to wash off some of our spider friends here on our Capital Skycam. But a beautiful day nonetheless for summertime. Upper 80s going down to about 66 degrees is the low I'm going for tonight as we approach that 6 a.m. hour. We could have a little bit of patchy fog. Fast forwarding here, Saturday 87, we'll do 85 on Sunday, and that's when the storm chances are going to start increasing later Sunday going on into Monday. Part of our story here is being told by the Muggy meter. I always like to explain things when I can. Look at the little wiggles here from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, staying in the humid to very humid range. Dew point 60s, near 70, tropical feeling. Then crash, there we go, Monday night and Tuesday. That's behind this weather system. We also can see that in the temperatures as well. Staying warm through Monday, and then suddenly we're in the 70s. Very comfortable. I don't think anyone's going to complain about mid to upper 70s for the rest of the week, but we do have that weather system on Monday on the way that's going to bring scattered showers and thunderstorm chances to all of southern Wisconsin. Going to want to stick around for the rest of the newscast through the 4 o'clock hour. I'll give you a glimpse of what those showers and thunderstorms are going to look like later Sunday going on into Monday. They clear out on Tuesday, and then that refreshing period ahead with highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. Give the AC a break.
Oh, nice.
Looking forward to that, Alex. Thank you. And it was a triumphant day for Team USA at the Paris Olympics.
Adding more hardware to America's growing medal count at the Games. Jamie Yukas has the details.
She's the greatest of all time for a reason. Team USA's Simone Biles balanced, vaulted, spun, and tumbled her way to gold in the women's all-around gymnastics final Thursday. At 27 years old, Biles is the oldest gymnast to earn the title in more than 70 years.
3 years ago, I never thought I'd step foot on a gymnastics floor again just because of everything that had happened. But at the end of the day, it is crazy that I am in the conversation of greatest of all athletes because I just still think I'm Simone Biles from Spring, Texas that loves to flip.
She's incredible. I don't think that such thing gonna exist in many years ahead. So it's incredible. She's really gifted.
What'd you think of Simone?
She's spectacular. I mean, she steals the show. She's just on another level.
Also on the podium, Team USA's Suni Lee, the Tokyo Olympic champion, snatched the bronze Thursday.
I really didn't think that I would even get on the podium. I wanted to just prove to myself that I could do it because I didn't think that I could.
She and Biles are the only U.S. Olympians to earn multiple all-around medals.
We've been through so much together, so all of these memories we'll cherish forever, so super excited. Yeah, this was definitely a special one.
What was it like to see USA win gold and bronze?
It was very special. I think it's going to be a memory that we'll have forever.
In the water, the U.S. men's 4 rowing team pulled to win its first gold since the 1960 Olympics. In the 200-meter breaststroke, swimmer Kate Douglas pushed forward, claiming her first Olympic gold medal. Another historic moment, Katie Ledecky became the most decorated U.S. female Olympian, earning her 13th Olympic medal after Team USA won silver in the 200-meter freestyle relay.
It's just amazing to get to be a part of even 1/13 of the journey that she's been on, and we just had a great time out there.
Only retired swimmer Michael Phelps has more medals than Ledecky with a stunning 28. By the way, Sha'Carri Richardson made her long-awaited Olympic debut today in the 100 meters. She sprinted past the competition and into the next round of races. And before we let you go, if you watched the gymnastics and thought Simone Biles looked like a superhero, the leotard maker says that was on purpose. See that Wonder Woman bodice there? Jamie Yukas, CBS News, Paris.
And as Jamie said, the track and field competition begins today at the Olympics with reigning world champion Sha'Carri Richardson making her Olympic debut.
Cannot wait to watch her for sure. Well, 1 week into the games, viewers and fans have witnessed some athletes perform through illness, falls, injuries, and pain. But what does that mean for young athletes with injuries, for an injury?
I mean, for any injury, whether you're competing for a gold medal, a professional athlete, or a young high school athlete, for an injury, you kind of have to go through a cost-benefit analysis of, okay, if I go back now, sure, maybe I can compete in this particular event. What's going to be the downstream effects of that?
And Ben added that timelines can be skewed when looking at Olympic athletes and how quickly they recover due to the resources that they have. One of the most important factors to consider is whether playing through an injury may put you in the medium to long term eventually.
Well, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge celebrates 10 years of raising awareness for the neurodegenerative disease.
And the benefits that came from fish oil to some older adults. Oregon researchers say older adults who are genetically predisposed to Alzheimer's disease can benefit by taking fish oil supplements. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found for people carrying the APOE4 gene, fish oil reduced the breakdown of nerve cells in the brain, which helps improve brain function.
And a relaunch of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. The family of Pete Freites organized the event at Boston's Fenway Park 10 years after Freites, who had the neurodegenerative disease, created the fundraiser to find a cure. The ALS Association says the challenge raised awareness and $115 million for research and care for people living with the disease. And the Dane County Department of Health and Human Services is announcing $50,000 in grant awards to organizations that promote inclusion and integration for people with developmental disabilities. The DHS says these grants emphasize rural communities, nature-based activities, gardening, dancing, and self-care. The grants are part of an estate gift in honor of Meredith Bradley and have gone towards Three Gates Horse Riding Therapy, Children's Theater Madison, Heartland Farm Sanctuary, and more.
The autopsy for Devontae Mitchell is done. That is what a family attorney is saying.
Mitchell died June 30th after he was restrained by Hyatt Regency employees outside the hotel in Milwaukee. Those employees' charges have been filed, and they have been fired, but the family has been calling for murder charges. But the state's district has been holding off, allegedly waiting for autopsy results. And the cause of death was homicide by asphyxiation. According to the family's attorney, Devontae's family says they're committed to seeing the case through and turning up the pressure if necessary.
We just thought that the video would be enough to help move this a lot faster, but unfortunately it hasn't. So again, we want to maintain a heavy presence so that the focus is not lost and that this continues to move in the right direction for Devontae.
And civil rights and personal injury attorney Ben Crump has joined the family in calling for charges against those involved. And former President Donald Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, turns 40 today. He's just about half of Trump's age, meaning he could become the future of the MAGA movement.
Even though he was announced as Trump's pick for vice president a few weeks ago, Vance is still working to introduce himself to America, attempting to put an uneven rollout in the rearview mirror. Julia Benbrook is in Washington with more.
Since it was announced that former President Donald Trump had selected Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as his running mate, Vance has spent most of his time on defense.
Obviously, it was a sarcastic comment. I've got nothing against cats.
He's responding to several clips that resurfaced where he criticized politicians who don't have children and suggested people with kids should have more voting power than those who don't.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies.
Privately, Trump's campaign acknowledges this isn't the entrance it envisioned for Vance when the former president tapped the freshman senator as an heir to his political movement.
You can have a vice president who's outstanding in every way, and I think J.D. is. I think that all of them would have been, but you're not voting that way. You're voting for the president.
Vance is the first newly announced VP nominee in decades to have a negative net favorability coming out of a party convention, and that rating has continued to drop. Trump did not answer directly when pushed about whether his running mate would be ready on day one to step in as president if needed.
Historically, the vice president, in terms of the election, does not have any impact. I mean, virtually no impact.
When Vance was asked about Trump downplaying the role of the vice presidency, he shrugged off Trump's comments, adding that most people will vote based on the top of the ticket.
And Vice President Kamala Harris, who's expected to select her own running mate soon, told several advisors she saw Trump's VP choice as doubling down on his MAGA base rather than expanding the appeal of the ticket. Her team looking at how her potential picks would stack up against Vance and the White House pick there.
A new jobs report is out, and it shows that things are cooling off.
And some tips from a LinkedIn professional to help if you're on the search for a new career when Live at 4 continues.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
When you need to relax and recharge your body and mind, retreat to the comfort of stressless furniture at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with the natural movements of your body, it's where true comfort begins and every day should end. Get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 spent and $200 off 4 dining chairs at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know, it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-9724. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, quote, call today, 800-387-9724. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab, too.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
Welcome back. Well, the job market has been red hot for the past couple of years, but now things are cooling down significantly.
Bradley Blackburn has a look inside the latest jobs report.
The healthcare industry brought on 55,000 workers last month, and construction sites continue to see more jobs. But many other industries, including tech, are seeing a hiring slowdown. The Labor Department says the economy added 114,000 jobs in July, a slowdown from the previous 2 months. The unemployment rate jumped from 4.1 to 4.3%.
This is a significant slowdown from what we thought was going to happen.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says many Fed watchers are now questioning the central bank's decision Wednesday not to cut interest rates, which could give the economy a boost.
I think that the Federal Reserve and economists are now starting to worry that this soft landing that they were trying to engineer may not occur. It could be a lot bumpier than they expected.
Even though it may be harder to get a job in certain industries, there is one sector on a hiring spree.
Schools nationwide are trying to hire more teachers with the new academic year quickly approaching. The jobs fair in Lake County, Florida, near Orlando, looked to fill more than 100 positions. Ryan Myers was one of the many applicants.
I've been substitute teaching for the last 5 or 6 years.
Bus drivers are also in high demand. The school district in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, outside Philadelphia, is one place that needs them.
As some people know, there is a nationwide shortage. We here at Upper Darby are not exempt from that, unfortunately.
The district is offering incentives, including free training for a commercial driver's license.
We do all of our training in-house here, so we really try to make it kind of a one-stop shop for bus drivers to make it as appealing as possible.
They hope it's appealing enough to get more drivers behind the wheel. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The Federal Reserve is set to meet again in September, and economists believe the board will cut interest rates at that time.
Well, LinkedIn asked more than 1,000 hiring managers why they didn't bring a candidate in for an interview, and the most common answer, the candidate didn't have the right skills.
Some of the other reasons included significant delays in the candidate's response to calls and emails and frequent job changes. On CBS Mornings, LinkedIn career expert Catherine Fisher shared the top 5 things hiring managers are looking for once you land the interview.
They're looking for someone who comes prepared, who has really good questions, has done their homework on the company, and is really able to sell themselves in terms of why they're the best fit for the role. Demonstrate that you've been out there learning, because skills, as we know, are changing so rapidly that you're always out there trying to learn the newest thing and keeping yourself really fresh with those skills.
Fisher also recommends including the skills the company is looking for in your LinkedIn profile and resume, and be prepared to explain how you used those skills to deliver results.
In just a few minutes, we'll tell you how local providers are handling Iowa's recent 6-week abortion ban.
And how the laws here shape up to the rest of the country.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Dakota is the solution for better storage. And with Dakota, there's so many ways to store your items with ease. This Dakota Cube Organizer is $29.98 after rebate. Add style to your room with Mohawk Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and has a durable wear layer. Home Expressions Vinyl Plank is $199 per square foot after rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company's job is to do what's best for them, not you.
Watch out. If you wait too long to hire a lawyer, it could hurt your case.
Don't trust the insurance company after your accident. You can miss out on what you really deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today.
Gruber Law Offices watched out for me and settled my case for $700,000.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Kamala Harris has taken on gang members to get justice for victims, taken on big banks to pay back people they ripped off, taken on drug companies to cap insulin at $35. Now she's running to take on greedy corporations who jack up prices to lower everyday costs for working families. They're spending millions on ads attacking her because she'd be a president who fights for you. FF PAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
This week, the state of Iowa issued an abortion ban, restricting residents from terminating pregnancy after 6 weeks.
Tanisha Shaw spoke to an organizer at Madison's Planned Parenthood on how Midwest abortion bans could impact Wisconsin.
Here is a map of what's considered to be the Midwest. Out of these 12 states, 6 of them allow legalized abortions up to 22 weeks. Wisconsin is one of them. In 2022, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, a decision that changed abortion laws state by state around the country. Monday, Iowa became the latest state to ban abortions after 6 weeks. Organizers at Madison's Planned Parenthood says they're ready to help anyone from anywhere.
Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin is ready and able to care for all patients who come to us for care, whether they're from Wisconsin or from a neighboring state. We're here to provide access to care, and if folks need that care, we will do what we can to provide it.
In 2023, a Dane County judge ruled that abortions can continue in Wisconsin, overriding a 1849 law that banned abortions after the Dobbs decision.
And that was our Tanisha Shaw reporting.
Well, today's weather words are a warm weekend ahead. Oh, look at him, he's painting. Oh, that's so cool. There we go. Alex painting a picture. Yeah, I know, right? Alex is going to be painting a picture of a warm weekend ahead. Isn't that right, Alex?
Yes, I've got graphics already made. I already painted them earlier, and I'm going to show them to you here. Just a second. I was thinking about diving into our little pond over there, but it's like one of those pools that says at the bottom, don't dive, it's too shallow, so I'm not going to do it. 87 right now outside. It's warm, it's humid. Temperatures up near 70 degrees in the dew point department, and that's a muggy feel out there, although we're just getting a bit of a breeze out here on the patio, which feels pretty good. Our temperatures will eventually slip down into the mid-60s by the time we get to 5, 6 o'clock Saturday morning with a little bit of patchy fog. And here's the canvas that I painted earlier with the weekend forecast. 87 Saturday, 85 Sunday, although some models are indicating Sunday could be just as warm as Saturday by a couple of degrees. We'll be watching a couple of storms later Sunday. And I wanted to show the muggy meter. Follow the lines here, the yellow lines, staying humid. Saturday, going into Sunday, and then Monday, and then that crashes down into the comfy range. We got a weather system that we're going to talk about in Maine weather, and if we could possibly see some strong storms with that, I will detail all of that in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you in just a bit, Alex. Thank you. With the August primary fast approaching now, Wisconsinites will see 2 constitutional amendment questions on your ballots.
Political reporter Will Keneally has more on what to expect. Will?
Well, these 2 questions ask voters about how the state should spend federal money coming into Wisconsin. So voting yes on these 2 questions would require the governor to get the legislature's sign-off on how to spend things like federal pandemic funds. We spoke with Brenna Goddard, an attorney with the UW's State Democracy Research Initiative, about what impact the amendments could have on Wisconsin's government if they're approved.
It's really hard to say exactly what types of federal funds will be impacted by this. It actually won't apply retroactively to the pandemic funding, but would apply to similar sort of broad, undesignated funding that comes in the future, which was some of the COVID relief funding.
Now, voters will decide on these 2 constitutional amendment questions, as well as many down ballot races this August. Now, you can see more from our conversation this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
Will, thank you. The market continued to slide down today. Dow fell 610 points, NASDAQ down nearly 418 points, and the S&P 500 fell 100 points.
The Democratic National Committee says Vice President Kamala Harris has officially secured enough delegates to be the party's presidential nominee. The Harris campaign live streamed the moment during virtual voting. The delegates put her over the top with 2,350 votes. The vice president called in to thank her supporters.
This is truly a people-powered campaign. And I would not be on this call right now and with you all were it not for your support and your trust.
The fact that we can say today, just one day after we open voting, that the vice president has crossed the majority threshold and will officially be our nominee next week, folks, that is simply outstanding.
The DNC says it will still hold a state-by-state roll call during its national convention later this month, but it will only be ceremonial. The Harris campaign announced earlier it raised $310 million last month. That's more than double what the Trump campaign raised in July. Harris is expected to interview VP candidates over the weekend and to announce her running mate by Monday.
Well, after the break, we're going to find out the latest movies to be streaming this weekend.
It's hot enough to stay on the couch and watch something on TV. We'll see what's worth doing that with Will Loper in the Loper Report when Live at 4 continues.
Keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2026. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
New at 5, Wisconsin caregivers could be getting a major pay raise. We uncover the impact of the new executive order and hear from those on the front lines.
Coming up at 5, we'll talk about the warm and humid conditions expected over the upcoming weekend, and also when you can expect the next chance of thunderstorms again at 5.
And ahead at 6, new abortion restrictions in Iowa are putting pressure on other Midwestern states. We check how Wisconsin clinics are handling this influx tonight at 6.
Welcome back. The newest movie in the Planet of the Apes franchise comes to your home screen.
Ooh, and check out American Graffiti making its rounds again on the local reports.
There are dangers beyond our village.
Continue the story of apes taking over the world with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, newly streaming on Hulu.
Legend says ape and human live side by side. Impossible as that may seem. Why do they hunt her? She's smarter than most.
Years after Caesar, a new ape named Noah faces off against a tyrannical ape, Proximus.
What a wonderful day!
Hey, what do you say, Kurt? Last night in town, you guys gonna have a little bash before you leave? Double chubby chuck, a Mexicali chili bar, 2 orders of French fries, and 2 cherry cokes.
Travel back to 1962 with the 1973 film American Graffiti, newly added to Amazon Prime Video.
Your car's uglier than I am. That didn't come out right.
In the summer before college, 4 friends cruise around and get into mischief. Watch everyone's favorite yellow square pants sponge in Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie.
Our friends are over there. Come on, SpongeBob. Yeehaw!
That monster is gonna sell us as pets!
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Hang on to your bloopers.
I guess it's too late to give them these parachutes.
That looks cute.
It does look cute. Yeah, SpongeBob's come a long way since my time.
Yes, it has.
Well, it's being called the largest prisoner swap since the Cold War.
When Live at 4 continues, we'll learn more about the end of their brutal ordeal. Stay with us.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Champion's big window sale is back.
Do you have ugly, hard-to-open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free. Buy two Champion windows, get two free? I guess that means if you buy four, you get four free. Buy six, get six free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's buy two, get two free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Well, live look right now at a very busy Santa Monica Beach in California. 71, mostly sunny over there, and that water just looks so cool and refreshing right now.
Have you ever been to the Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah, I have actually. That does look familiar.
Yeah, that's it. Beautiful, perfect day in Southern California. Well, 3 Americans freed from Russian prisons are now back in the U.S.
Greeted with hugs, tears, and overwhelming joy after their plane landed in Maryland late last night. Nada Bashir has more.
Home at last. Landing at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland, the long-awaited return of 3 Americans detained in Russia, now, finally, a reality. Former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, journalist Alsu Kurmasheva, and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. Seen here being welcomed by cheers before an emotional reunion with his mother. All smiles as he greets fellow journalists. For President Biden, this was an historic feat of diplomacy.
Did you think that this moment would come, sir?
Yes.
What made you feel so confident?
Our relationship with other heads of state.
Their return comes as part of a carefully brokered exchange, the largest prisoner swap, according to the US, since the Cold War. Secured in coordination with Germany, Poland, Slovenia, Norway and Turkey. Among the 16 US and European nationals released from detention in Russia,
they begin to lose touch.
Prominent Putin critic Vladimir Kara-Murza, a British national and permanent US resident.
Hello, Bob.
Heard here speaking to his children, who joined the president in a call from the Oval Office.
I was sure I'm going to die in prison. I don't believe what's happening. I still think I'm sleeping in my prison cell in Omsk.
Not all American nationals held in Russia, however, were released. The family of Mark Fogel, who worked in Russia as a teacher and was arrested on drug charges in 2021, have expressed their disappointment.
It's been a roller coaster. No sleep. I feel like we've been kind of collectively stabbed in the back.
In an emotional statement, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said all Americans wrongfully detained remain a priority.
Today was a very good day, and we're going to build on it, drawing inspiration and continued courage from it for all of those who are held hostage or wrongfully detained around the world.
As part of the exchange, 8 Russian nationals, including convicted killers and spies, were also returned to Moscow, sparking concern that the deal could strengthen Russia's hand and even encourage other adversaries to arbitrarily detain foreign nationals as bargaining chips. But such criticisms have been rejected by Biden.
You got everybody?
And for those who have anxiously waited for the return of their loved ones, including Evan's Wall Street Journal colleagues, who campaigned for months for his release. This is a moment of celebration. Nada Bashir, CNN, London.
What a moment. Let's take a look now at the weekend forecast. Is it going to stay this hot and humid, Alex?
It will, just for 2 more days. Even Monday is going to be a little bit on the warm side as well. So let's say 3 days of warm weather, and then much cooler weather next week. To go from the warm to the cold, you got to have something to make that transition, and that's Monday's storm threat, which we're keeping an eye on. It could be the possibility of alert day conditions Monday at some point, particularly the evening hours. Right now, it's warm, it's humid, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. We got a triad here, the Dells, Lone Rock, Bosqueville at 90 degrees. See if we got another 90 out there. 91 in La Crosse, otherwise upper 80s across all of southern Wisconsin. We've got a lot of 87s and 88s in Dane County right now. We got 87 in Madison. Our spider friends are blowing a little bit at that north wind at 6 miles per hour. So that's not much of a breeze out there to put a dent in the feels like factor, which is in the low to mid 90s when you got dew point temperatures as high as 70 degrees. It will be a warm evening, nice evening to go maybe take the dinner outside or grill. As our temperatures slide from near 90 degrees down to 68 by 4 o'clock, going for a low between 66 and 68 degrees tonight, so a muggy one. Is it going to stay warm this weekend? Yep. 87 on Saturday, warm and humid and dry. Just bumped up Sunday's temperature to 88 out ahead of another weather system. We could be looking at some late day storms, and that storm chance is going to carry on into Monday. The muggy meter actually helps tell this story. I was just posting this on Channel 3000's Facebook, and people are commenting, gotta have something when you have the muggy factor and the very humid range to go to comfy over the course of a short period of time, and that's a weather system. Sunday night, thunderstorms right now looking to eye up north of Madison, but we all stand the chance of these thunderstorms on Sunday. As we go towards 6 o'clock Monday morning, perhaps a cluster or two across southern Wisconsin, especially north of the Wisconsin River Valley. As we move further into Monday, a little bit of a break, and then another reinforcing line of thunderstorms possibly Monday night going into that 9-10 o'clock time frame, and that sweeps across the rest of southern Wisconsin, ending Tuesday morning. And there go the temperatures down into the 70s. I doubt there's going to be many complaints with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s overnight. We'll be able to give the AC a nice break coming up. We'll be right back.
I'm running to fight for an America where the economy works for working people, where you only have to work one job to pay the bills, and where hard work is rewarded, where reproductive rights are not just protected by the Constitution of the United States, but guaranteed in every state, because that's our America. And that's the America I believe in.
FFPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Nobody wants to replace the roof, but these days many roofs are only lasting 10 to 15 years, costing you tens of thousands of dollars. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. RoofMax treatments started early enough can extend the life of your roof by 15 years or more. And even if you think your roof is at the end of its life, 90% of the time, RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet, all with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Joe Biden made Kamala Harris border czar to fix immigration. First, she ignored it.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point.
Then she just lied.
The border is secure.
10 million illegal immigrants. Migrant crime out of control. Fentanyl kills thousands.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris. Failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
It's a relief, but it's much needed because providers all across Wisconsin, they're struggling right now.
Wisconsin caregivers could be getting a major pay raise. We uncover the impact of the new executive order and hear from those on the front lines. That's next at 5.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now. Moving forward for you.
Well, take a look at this. Amphibious vehicles cruised Amsterdam's canals last night. That's a stylish one, too. In a closing event of a 5-day tour of several Dutch cities, the owners of these unique cars, flying flags from all over Europe, sailed in Amsterdam waters for the first time, as they, from 2025, they'll no longer be allowed in the city due to new environmental regulation. Every year, enthusiasts from several European countries gather to ride together for a week.
Oh, we need to do this on Lake Mendota.
We do. Harvey Briggs needs to get his hands on one of these.
Exactly. Attention, Harvey Briggs.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
You got better things to do than clean out clogged gutters. Call Leaf Filter today and never clean out clogged gutters again.
Leaf Filter's technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good. Guaranteed. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is celebrating Wisconsin's hot summer months with a huge hot summer sale. Save from 20 to 60% off every item store-wide. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display in our beautiful new showroom, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Ashley, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more, all on sale. Get special free financing, all credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide hot summer sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
If you've been seriously injured in a car accident, watch out.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to tell you that you don't need a lawyer.
Watch out. The insurance company may try to get you to settle before you're done with all your medical treatment.
Don't trust the insurance company after your accident. You could miss out on what you really deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices right away.
Gruber Law Offices watched out for me and settled my case for $340,000.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family vacationers, trendsetters, and all who love a smoking hot discount. We're all about the thrill of the deal, the joy of finding the thing you forgot to pack, the backpack that the kids really, really want, the sneakers that make PE class the most awesome, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Get the first day look they want and save up to 70% off on everything for back to school. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
And that'll do it for this work week on Live at 4. Armand is in the newsroom with what to expect in our coverage moving forward. Armand?
Next time on Live at 4, Dr. Zora Pastor is in the studio to discuss the latest health news. And then next at 5, the current medal count for the Olympics and how back-to-school shopping is shaping up this year. Thanks for watching Live at 4. We hope to see you right back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right after this.